Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am bringing you my next installment of my Proud Boricua series. This video is going to take more of a serious turn because I've gotten quite a few people that have been asking me to make a video about what's going on in Puerto Rico currently, and so I really wanted to take the time to let you guys know. Starting from the beginning, to let you guys know what Puerto Rico's current status is, they are not a U.S. state, they are a U.S. Commonwealth. Now, Puerto Rico was acquired by the United States back in the late 1800s after the Spanish-American War. However, it wasn't until 1952 where Congress actually made it a U.S. Commonwealth. Now for the definition of a Commonwealth. An independent country or community, especially a democratic republic. Seems a little confusing, right? Well, while Puerto Rico is not a U.S. state, they do use the U.S. dollar. However, they don't pay certain federal taxes. And while they can enroll and even be drafted into the US military, they cannot vote in the US presidential election. See what I mean? Puerto Rico actually held an election this past June to allow people the opportunity to vote on whether or not they wanted Puerto Rico to become the 51st state or they did not. Currently, the island's governor, Ricardo Rosello, is pro-statehood. Now, let's get into how Puerto Rico actually got to where they are currently. The United States used to give Puerto Rico major tax breaks. This was great for corporations that wanted to come and bring their business to the island. It meant lots of jobs, the economy was doing well, but that was all up until 2006 when Congress actually let those tax breaks expire. As you can imagine, all of those corporations began pulling out of the island, which meant fewer jobs, less people paying taxes, and eventually Puerto Rico fell into a deep recession that they are still in. With such low tax revenue coming in, Puerto Rico eventually had to cut back on public services like healthcare, education, you name it, which also led to lots of people fleeing the island for the US mainland. Puerto Rico is still in this recession 11 years later, and there's federal judges that are currently working to stabilize the Puerto Rican economy. Down the line, this may start to impact the wallets of Americans as we may start paying taxes to help rebuild Puerto Rico's economy. So as far as where all of this started, Puerto Rico was actually able to borrow lots and lots of money, and because of their status as a US territory, they were able to issue debt tax-free. That was super attractive to lots of investors, and they began lending and lending and lending, and eventually throughout this recession, Puerto Rico got to a point where they were so far in debt that they could not pay back all of the money. Let's get into numbers. Now, the unemployment rate in Puerto Rico is currently standing, as of this recording, at 11.5%. That is really, really high for such a small island. Not to mention the sales tax is also hiked up to 11.5%. And for the total number of debt that Puerto Rico is in currently, it is a heart-wrenching $74 billion. Yeah. Now, on top of all of this, last week Hurricane Irma made its way through Puerto Rico, and while thankfully the eye of the storm did not hit Puerto Rico as expected, it still left 1 million of the island's residents without power, lots of trees toppled over, and a pretty significant amount of damage. Now, I know this video has been pretty negative, but there are ways that you can actually help the island. You can donate to any of the charities such as the Red Cross that are collecting money for Hurricane Irma victims. You can also donate to some of Puerto Rico's local charities to help them improve with their services. So I'd really love to start this discussion down below. Let me know what you guys think about what's going on in Puerto Rico. I know it's really tragic, and I didn't want to dive too deep into it, but I wanted to give you guys the basics of the economy currently and their status as a US territory and whatnot. So please let me know what you guys are thinking. I'm actually going to Puerto Rico this coming Thursday. I'm really excited. It's gonna take a lot more than a damn hurricane to stop me, okay? You can't fuck with me, Irma. You can't, all right? So aside from that, I definitely will be vlogging, so let me know what some of your favorite places are. I'm gonna be staying in San Juan and visiting some family there, so let me know. I mean, I haven't been everywhere in San Juan. I think we may be also making a trip to Ponce, so if you have some great places in Ponce, please let me know. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I can't wait to see you guys next time, and I'll say hi to you guys from Puerto Rico. Bye.